Okay, did I mention that this filter had some really cool features? Did I say that already? I have a feeling I probably did, right? So when we initially started on the design of this filter, when we were making the list of qualities that we wanted, one of the things that I was adamant about is that it had to be a spin-off element, and or at least in this case, a spin-off, easily spun-off cup with easy access to the element, because again, I've been that guy underneath the car, you know, half the time on jack stands with a couple of wrenches in my hand, trying to get one of those cup style filters apart to get to the element, and it's just not fun. Not fun at all. And so the moment we made the decision to do a spin-on element or a spin-on cup to cover the element, the first thing that comes up is the issue of people not putting oil filters on correctly when they do an oil change on their car. And so, you know, that thing's loose, it blows the O-ring out the side, that square section ring blows it out the side, they lose oil pressure, they maybe lose an engine. We didn't want any of that to even be a possibility. So the very first thing about the design is that the O-ring is contained in such a manner that if the cup were loose, it won't blow the ring out of there and blow fuel all over the place. That's the first thing. The design of the threads is such that when the system is under pressure, there's going to be a lot of friction on those threads, and it's very likely to be able to work its way loose through vibration, even though it might be loose, right? So we're trying to account for these possibilities as much as possible, but ultimately we went to the final step, which was to create a latch so that if it was loose, it wasn't able to spin all the way off. And so to remove the cup, to get to the element, you simply press down on this latch with a thumb or a finger. And again, I don't expect you to be able to see all this clearly in this video. That's the purpose of the website. But you press on it with your thumb or finger, whatever it may be, and you spin the cup off. And under the cup, of course, we have the element. You just pull that off, put a little bit of lube on the threads, push the new one on. And then when you go to spin this thing back together, you'll find something interesting. Hopefully you can hear this. Hear that positive click? That's the latch rolling past the indicator there on the cup, and that audible indication lets you know that the latch still is functioning properly. And most importantly, should you not tighten this thing like you should, it's meant to be hand tight, it cannot vibrate its way loose because the latch will catch it after just a few degrees of rotation. So just one more detail that we put into this, because we decided if we were going to build a fuel filter, we were going to build the best fuel filter anybody had ever seen.